this is a great story that made it into the book, but didn't make it into the movie. And I just think it's an awesome story. So I have the game, and, there's people are most people are like, love it and they're into it, but there's a couple people that were like, this feels shady. What about your boss? And that's to be expected, right? I'm going up against the Billionaire Boys Club and asking them to forego one of their own for some, young kid from Colorado that doesn't really know what she's doing. But most people were just really into it. And then there are a couple people that got on the phone as soon as they got home and called my boss and were like, this is what went down. And he calls me at 5 a.m, and the game had just ended, maybe an hour or two ago. And he's like, get over here. And this guy's scary. Okay. Like, this is a scary human being. Like, everyone's afraid of him. And I go over to his house, and he makes me go out and wait in the guest room, in the guest house. And I'm like, he's going to kill me. Like that.
I can't believe you went. If he said,
come
here,
that's like, what everyone says.
I'm not going.
I don't know why I went either, but I was just like, maybe there's a way to sort of like make peace.
Sure.
But he's also I went because I was terrified. I'm scared of him.
Yeah.
And so I went, and he made me wait out there for a long time, long enough that I start to get in my head, and I'm like, I'm freaking scared, And he comes into the room, and he looks at me with like this scary look, and he's like, I'm proud of you, player. It was like,
what?
It was like I had graduated, because when I started working for him, and I still am glad that I am this person, but I was bleeding heart,
Yeah.
I was just so concerned about being kind and people pleasing and like I would never imagine standing up for myself, and he was like, the world's going to eat you up. And so he would constantly try to pound this lesson into my head. And so in his mind, what I had done showed him that I had kind of like graduated, that I had arrived. And I think there's a version, I think I kept a lot of myself, but I learned how to stand up for myself, and I learned how to kind of, be assertive and not be so concerned about, does everyone like me?
Oh, I love that. And so once you felt like you graduated, you just showing up, you got more chops than I do, but you show up and he says that. Does he try and like cut a deal? Like, I want 10%. No. We're going to work this together. He's literally like, congratulations, take the game.
Like, I'll come play next week.
Wow. All right.
Friends ever since. So
unbelievable. That's amazing. Okay.